Hey guys, Kai here, and welcome back to Pokemon Bloody Platinum Nuzlocke. Now guys, just want to start the video off here quickly saying, I am sorry. The reason why I'm saying this is because the voice that I'm recording now is the day after the actual video recording. The reason for this is because Razer, for some reason, it muted my mic sound. Like, the actual picking up of the sound, the volume of it, for some reason they just completely got rid of it, and I have no idea why. But I decided I would just do a review. I'll talk about what I'm actually talking about right now, and hopefully that'll be good enough for you guys. Again, I'm sorry, but it was out of my control. But let's start off straight away with looking at Poison here. I was trying to show you guys Poison and how OP he has actually become. I wanted to leave his evolution for the actual video, that's why you see that little snippet in the very beginning there, but I needed him for leveling up everyone else, so Poison up to level 19 and OP as sweet hell. Moving on to the next one, we have Diggy. Diggy, we barely managed to get to level 16. Actually, Diggy and, as you're gonna see here now, Pulio. These two were horrible to train. They literally, I call them a glass cannon in here, because literally that's what they felt like they were to me. Because no matter what Pokemon I threw them up against, they would be knocked down to so low. Pulio at one stage was at 1 HP and Diggy was up to 3, then Diggy again after being healed got knocked down to 6, but anyway, Diggy became pretty powerful a little bit later after learning Magnitude. But even so, his arch nemesis was Cubones and Loudreds, which you can get in the Orberg City gate, the gateway there, just before you enter Orberg. But now, Musty we left at level 15, I managed to get him halfway with his experience. I couldn't actually get him any further, mainly due to the fact that his moves, like, oh my gosh, Musty, really. He has Counter, Mirror Coat, Safeguard, and Destiny Bond, as you guys can see. In the video now I'm just saying how Destiny Bond would be a very last resort for it, but even so, trying to level him up was absolutely terrible. Mirror Coat and Counter are relying on Musty to actually take a hit, and while his defense isn't bad, his special defense isn't that great currently. I'm hoping that it'll become better once he actually evolves, but that's what we gotta deal with currently. Next we have Missy. Missy I managed to get to level 16. She has become pretty damn powerful. I'm very happy with her. She didn't learn any new amazing moves. She's got Scratch, Fury, Swipes, Poison Gas, and Screech. But even so, I'm still very happy with her. Other than Missy, we managed to get Pulio obviously to level 16, where he's got Poison Sting, he learned Acid, he had Constrict before, and he's now got Toxic Spikes. Toxic Spikes I think is going to be very useful, so I'm very keen to actually use those against the gym leader. Other than Pulio, sorry guys, my voice is like cracking here, but now. Oh yes, another thing that I just want to point out. See, I'm just moving the screen a little bit. Look at the layout. I want you to hear your guys' thoughts on this, because I worked very, very hard on the actual layout of this. This is what I made myself. So if you guys have any thoughts of what I should change or what I shouldn't change, please let me know in the comments, and then if there are any changes, then I will obviously make them. I'm very happy with how it turned out. Obviously there's some things that I'm not too happy about, but overall I've been happy with the overall end result. Other than that, oh yes, I think I was saying here about how I wasn't too happy about the screen size and that, because I had to actually shrink it a bit. It was a lot bigger, but I had to shrink it due to how OBS actually records the videos and that. But anyway guys, other than that, please just let me know in the comments your guys' thoughts on everything. As I said, I'm very happy with how it turned out, but obviously it's not my word, it's your guys' word. I want to hear what you guys think, so please let me know. What am I talking about here? And of course I go quiet then, huh? Oh yes, and then we got Aoi. Aoi is awesome. I am so impressed with how powerful she's actually become. She's got Tackle, Gust, Poison Sting, and Confusion. And her stats, I don't know if I'm going to show them yet. It doesn't look like I am. But Aoi has become really, really amazing. I didn't think she could. I mean, I've never actually used Dustox before until, till this Nuzlocke, but she has literally been amazing. Alright, so now I'm like, okay, shall I go in? Shall I not go in? The nerves are getting to me here, guys. I'm literally almost crapping myself. Pardon my language here, but I didn't even want to take that first step. But then I realized, you know what? First things first, let me go and fight this first gym trainer. Just so that I can test the orders, just so I can see what kind of Pokemon, or what level of Pokemon I'm going to be encountering. So, we start off by fighting youngster Jonathan. Jonathan throws out his little Aron at level 14, and I'm like, okay, that's not bad. I've got Posen at level 19. I'm pretty sure I could handle this. So, start off with Posen using Absorb. The move, I forgot that Aron isn't only a rock type, he's also part steel. So it wasn't super effective somehow. I might be wrong on his exact typing, so I apologize if so. But I just kept on using Absorb. It kept on doing a decent amount of damage and kept on healing Posen every time he took a little bit of damage, so I wasn't too worried about Aron. But then that made me think, okay, hold on, maybe that means when I'm fighting Rourke, that he might have a Lyron or something ridiculous like that. But I kept to my guns. I kept on fighting Aron with with Posen. I tried a quick attack to try and end the battle quickly, but it left him with that sliver, that freaking steel typing, buggering me over there. But at the end of the day, not an issue. Quick attack, got rid of Aron. That was him. Done. Next Pokemon Jonathan decided to send out was a Rhyhorn. So now it's like, well, Posen, duh. Posen's gonna be able to destroy this dude pretty easily. So, Posen, Absorb misses. I was like, son of a gun. That was like the first time, I actually say in the video, that was the first time that Absorb has ever actually missed for me. Out of all my grass-type Pokemon I've had. Like, I had Trico before, I had Turtwig, I've had Bulbasaur at one stage, Chikorita as well, but Absorb hits on the second one, and one hit KO'd that Rhyhorn. So I was like, cool, alright. That made me a little bit more confident. I was like, okay, you know what? I think I got this. I think I can handle this. But first things first, it was what I just remembered. First thing was I need to go and not heal up my Pokemon, but buy more potions. Unfortunately, I only had enough money for 2 potions. So I thought, you know what? Screw it. I don't care. That's all my money. Potions are necessary. I won't need any paralyze heals. I won't need any poison heals because I thought, you know what? It's all rock types. He's not gonna have anything like that, any moves like that. So he had decided, all right, now's the time. I decided I wasn't gonna fight the kid. I was like, no. I had finally managed to work up the courage to actually go up and fight Rourke, but I stopped at the stairs here because the nerves started getting to me. I tried to psych myself up. I was like, okay, let's do this. We got this. I just gotta plan everything. So first thing, I don't know if I'm pretty sure I'm gonna do it in the next couple of minutes or so. But first thing that I do is I go ahead and I swap out Posen. What am I saying here? Okay, here we go. Yeah, I swap out Posen for Pulio. Have Pulio up front so that I can throw out those toxic spikes. Because, I mean, if I can go ahead and I can poison his entire team, then that's going to be absolutely beautiful for me. That'll help make the battle a lot simpler, a lot easier. So I was like, okay, Julio up front. I was pretty sure whatever Pokemon he threw out first wouldn't be too much of an issue for Julio. Even though he doesn't have a water move, he only actually learns a water move at level 22, I think it was. I think, might be wrong. But it's a long wait, and I wasn't going to go ahead and level him up too high so that the gym was going to be ridiculously easy. I mean, I say that, and Posen was up to level, what's it, 19? almost level 20 there, but I decided, you know, I'm gonna put him up front and we're gonna see what's happening. Here I'm trying to have a look at see what are my actual tank Pokemon. What Pokemon have the best stats? Best tanking stats was Aoi, and that still actually shocked me. Like overall, Aoi had the best stats. As you guys saw there for a second, Pulio does have the better special defense, but considering we're fighting against rock type guys, I was assuming mainly we're going to be fighting physical. So yeah, I freaked out. I'm like, okay, let's save, let's do this. By the way, guys, you may actually hear my voice every now and then from the actual recording. Um, I'm leaving that in there because I know that my voice that I'm recording now is going to be a lot louder. But I just wanted to show off here saying we're going to put our first badge in that slot. Not only is it going to be on the layout, we're going to put it in that slot. So here we go. So welcome, this is the Orberg Pokemon Gym. I'm Rourke, the gym leader. But, I'm but one trainer who decided to walk proudly with rock-type Pokemon. As the gym leader, I need to see your potential as a trainer, and I'll need to see the toughness of the Pokemon that battle with you. And so, here we begin. Here we go indeed. So you are challenged by leader Rourke. He first sends out a Kabuto. I'm not gonna lie, I was like, whoa, okay. That is not what I remember. It's like, okay, that's fine. First things first, Toxic Spike. For some reason, I didn't actually realize that, my brain didn't click that it wasn't gonna automatically poison Kabuto. Because that's not how Toxic Spikes works, it would only work on Pokemon that got sent out. But that was fine, I didn't even mention it, I just decided, okay, let's continue on. I'll acid him, and we'll see how much damage this is gonna do. That was terrible. Cool drink. Sorry. But anyway, he threw out a Stealth Rock. I was like, shit. That was not what I was actually hoping for. But it was fine. I tried Constrict, thinking that Constrict was like rap. I don't know why my brain decided to think that was the same thing, in the sense that it was gonna constantly damage Kabuto. Obviously, I was very wrong, so I was like, okay, time to spam Acid. That sounds really weird even saying it now, but it was the only thing I could do. Luckily, even though that move was special effective, super effective against Pulio, it didn't do a scary amount of damage. So I just decided, okay, let's just keep on aciding it. I just kept on. Kabuto kept on hardening, and I realized, okay, if this next move doesn't actually one-hit him, Rourke is going to use a potion, and of course, it didn't one-hit him. And Rourke then used his potion. I thought for a second it was going to be a super potion to actually fully heal Kabuto, but it wasn't actually that fact. So Kabuto then just continued hardening, making his defense literally as high as it possibly could, but Acid is a special defense move. It's a special attack, not a physical attack. So he could keep on defending until the cows came home. It did not matter. I was gonna go with a poison sting, but I thought, nah, let me rather go with a hard-hitting move, just so in case he has another potion and heals up, it would deal a decent amount of damage straight away. And he ends it off with a crit. I was like, okay, that's awesome. So, first Pokemon down, Kabuto out. He wants to send in Aerodactyl. It was at this moment that I'm like, oh shit. I was in panic mode. I was like, okay, who can I send in? Who can I send in here? Who will be good enough to be able to fight this dude? I looked at Oi, thinking, you know, physical defense, he'll be alright. Poison was also a good one there. But as I'm looking through these things, I'm realizing Aerodactyl is a rock flying type, meaning there's a very, very, very good chance that it's going to have flying type moves. I thought maybe send in Musty so he could counter back straight away, but I thought, oh shit, it could have Bite. And that would end up one-hit killing Musty anyway. I was 150% sure of that. So yeah, I don't know if you guys heard that there, the little growl. Wow, ow, okay, thanks English, the little growl or moan that I did there, because I literally had no clue what to do. I literally just sat here and I stared at the screen thinking, what can I do? What moves will this Aerodactyl actually have? And I drew up a blank. I looked, I thought, I was like, you know what?
What do I do here, guys?
Eventually, I reach a point where I'm like, okay, I don't know what to do. I start asking you guys. Obviously, you guys can't answer me quite yet. But I was like, you know what? Screw it.
I think
I'm sticking with Julio. I decide, you know what? Instead of throwing another Pokemon in here, I'm just gonna stick with Julio, and I'm gonna see what happens. So he sends out his Aerodactyl. Aerodactyl level 14. I was like, oh, okay, well, you know, maybe that won't be so bad.
oh,
He
shit.
throws out
No.
Thunderfang.
No, Julio.
You hear that? That was me panicking because I realized that was Julio gone.
Yeah, no. That's what?
I was like, well, shit. I really wanted to actually level up Julio, but I knew I had to get back into the swing of things. So I immediately went in with Missy. Missy, I used poison gas with, hoping and praying it was gonna hit, and thankfully it did actually hit. Through the whole training experience with Missy, I found that poison gas wasn't as its accuracy wasn't as great as I was hoping it would end up being. But at this point, I also noticed that I will not be able to actually outplay this Aerodactyl. Looking at my moves, looking at the actual Aerodactyl and how much damage it does, it dropped me down from 44 to 26. That's 18 points of damage. I didn't actually make the actual number difference until a little bit later on in the fight, but that 18 points scared me a bit. So I was like, okay, I do know I will take the hit. I don't know how much it's going to actually save, or how much I'm going to actually take as an actual amount. Knocked me down to 8 there, so that's another 18. But I knew I would be able to take the fight, so I decided to screech to try and lower its defense, and then go back and potion Missy back up to try see if I could maybe score in another hit at a later stage. So I potioned Missy. Luckily, potions do 20 HP, so I was going to survive this next hit anyway. He did Fire Fang, which made no sense to me. It did a decent amount, but not as much as Wing Attack or Thunder Fang was actually doing. But I thought, no, I'm not taking the chance. I'm going to heal up again. Again, at this point, I didn't realize that it was doing almost a set amount of damage of 18 points. But again, I didn't want to take a chance. I didn't want to lose another Pokemon, so I just healed up. The other Wing Attack comes again, and I lost 18 again. Again, I only realized this a little while later, but nothing I can do about that now. So I keep on throwing potions onto Missy. I at this point was so thankful I went and got those extra 2 potions, because they definitely were used. Missy gets hit again, but Aerodactyl starts getting hit by that poison. It was at this point that I realized, okay, Aerodactyl is very low. I knew one of 2 things could happen. Either the poison's gonna knock Aerodactyl just before red, or it's gonna hit him into the red, and Rorik is going to use a potion on him. I was dreading that. I did not want to have an extra potion be thrown on. So I thought, you know what? I'm going in. I'm taking a chance. I'm going with Fury Swipes. I'm gonna see and hope and pray that this is going to work out for me. Took a bit of courage, but I eventually hit it. Wing Attack knocked Missy down to 6 HP. Missy then used Fury Swipes. 1 hit. 2 hits. And the second hit was a crit. I was so happy to see that crit. Missy was clutch here. Without her, I don't think I would have won this gym badge at all. That's if I even do win it. Aha. So at this point, I was like, okay, Poison.
I know it's a bug type. I know.
I was gonna go in with Poison now. Now, Anorith is a rock bug type. So I was like, okay, let's see, what am I gonna do? Toxic Spikes. I forgot about that immediately. The Toxic Spikes didn't affect Aerodactyl due to him being a flying type. He literally flew above them. But the Anorith, obviously being on the ground, got infected by poison straight away. So I was like, okay, I'm a lot more confident now. I don't want to be too cocky, but I was pretty confident at this stage that I could actually win this gym battle. Again, we don't know what's going to happen until the end of the match, so let us continue here. Come on, Pass Kai. You gonna select a move? What are you doing? Oh yeah, so I was staring at the screen and thinking, oh shit. But anyway, I use Poison. Poison uses Absorb. Does a decent amount of damage. But Anorith then uses Harden. I was like, okay, well, you know, fine. I don't care what moves he uses as long as I win. So I use another Absorb, seeing that if this actually hit a nice amount, the Poison would end up actually finishing off the Anorith. Did it? Anorith uses Water Gun. I was like, oh, okay. Anorith has Water Gun. Good to know. But Anorith was hurt by Poison, and it didn't die. I was like, seriously? I was gonna go for a quick attack, but I had flashbacks of the previous battle with having a Pulio there, not being able to finish it off with just a small amount of damage. So I was like, nope, Absorb, let's go. And that managed to knock Poison up to level 20. Like, okay. He has one Pokemon left. The Cranidos. I was like, okay. We can do this. Can we do this? We've already lost Julio. Missy is so low on health. If Poison can't do this, I'm in trouble. So Cranidos' special ability was more Breaker there, which allows physical moves to actually hit ghost types. Of course, that didn't matter to us at all because no ghost types are had here, or I don't own any. Poison with Absorb managed to deal a decent amount of damage to him, almost one hit him. The Poison, however, went and finished it off for us. And that, guys, is the first gym. Player defeated Leader Rourke. What? That can't be! My buffed up Pokemon! And I got money! Oh, I so needed the money. I so needed it. This is embarrassing. Embarrassing? You didn't have a Pokemon die in you. I went and lost to a trainer who didn't have a single gym badge. Of course, never mind the fact that he is the first gym on the route, but anyway. But that's tough. You were strong, and I was weak. That's all there is. According to Pokemon League rules, I have to give you our gym badge since you've beaten me, the leader. Here's your official Pokemon League Coal badge. I received the Coal badge from Rourke, and as you guys can see on the layout, I got my badge. It's all shiny and nice looking on there. Look at that! Look at that! Look at that! Oh man, I'm so happy with that. Also obtained TM 76. I was like, okay, well that's rather a high number for a TM. It contains Stealth Rock. Move that inflicts damage on foes that switch into battle. So it is like Toxic Spikes, but obviously doesn't actually cause any poison. Is rather unfortunate, but at least we have a takeaway move. A possible move we can actually, I think we'll be able to teach Diggy, so that he can cover up for the loss of Pulio here. Anyway, from here, I head to the Pokemon Center, because there's something we have to do. I didn't go and heal, because I didn't want to heal Pulio up here, but just looking at him, Pulio, without Pulio, we would have lost. Pulio with those Toxic Spikes managed to save us for the rest of the fight, but without him, honestly, we would have been in a lot tougher position. So, Pulio, from Future Kai, thank you very much. Thank you for your sacrifice. You were awesome Pokemon. I'm very disappointed that we weren't able to actually evolve you to your next form, but thank you. But Missy was the clutch one there. If we weren't able to kill that Aerodactyl, we would have been in huge trouble. I don't even know if Poison would have actually been able to take the Aerodactyl. So, I was very happy that Missy was able to step up to the task and barely managed to actually win that fight for us. Of course, it involved a lot of potions, but even so, Missy and Pulio were our main two. So, Julio, go rest in paradise, buddy. Hope you rest well. So there he is with Musty. Anyway, so that is the episode, guys. I'm just healing up my Pokemon here quickly. I'll probably save in the next second or so. But guys, I hope you enjoyed it. Again, I apologize that you couldn't actually hear the proper audio from the actual fight or from the actual video, but unfortunately I had no control over it. Oh yeah, here's where I decided to show off my gym badge a little bit better here. You'll see in a second I start actually cleaning it. Yeah, you hear that? Hear that squeaking? That's me cleaning that badge. I was like, okay, I'm gonna get it up to the shiniest I can get. But yeah, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Again, I'm sorry that the audio got screwed up. I don't know why it happened, to be honest. I did find out that it was due to something with Razer. It actually lowered my mic down from 100% to 10. So, yeah, nothing much I could do there. But anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a comment. Let me know what you guys actually thought about the episode. Don't worry, next episode will have proper voice. There won't be me talking over myself and commenting on every little single detail that I actually do. But yeah, guys, please leave a comment. I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day. Sorry that the video was a bit late, but obvious circumstances are obvious. Anyway, have a good one, guys. See you tomorrow.